It's a new week in the NFL, and with that, another chance to win over $100,000 playing our favorite games. Hey there, everybody. Welcome on into this episode of Winning Bets. We're on to NFL week number 6, so you guys know what that means. It's our 3 favorite NFL games. We can win $100,000 over on the Fox Bet Super 6 app. We can win $30,000 over on the Play Barstools app, and we can win $2,000 over on the Yahoo Fantasy Slate app. Let's, of course, start with that Fox Bet Super 6 app where you can win $100,000. They give you 6 games. You got to give them the winner and the win margin right for all 6 games to take home that $100,000 prize. Last week there was no jackpot winners. How did I do? Well, I got 17 points. I actually had a pretty good week. I got 5 of the correct games right in terms of predicting the correct winner. Then I even got 1 correct win margin right. So 5 out of 6 games on the NFL getting that right. I'll go ahead and take that. We got to do better to win that money. That's certainly what we'll try to do. Keep in mind, guys, we're now in the point of the season where if I give you guys any information, I'm looking at stats in a 3-game chunk. If you really do yourself a disservice, if you start looking at data from an entire, season-wide standpoint, teams go ebbs and flows throughout the season. So I like to cut it up into smaller chunks. So going forward this week and each and every week, we'll now start to look at stats from a 3-game sample size. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into game number 1. We got the Packers and Bears. I want to go ahead and give you guys some stats for this game. Look, the last 21 games played in Chicago, 16 of those 21 games have gone under the point total with an average score of 37.38 points. The Packers are 14-4 against the spread in the last 18 games as Bears when they go into the game as favorites. So Packers as favorites, as they are this weekend, are 14-4 in covering the spread those last 18. Those are 2 pretty remarkable stats with how much the under is hitting and then how much dominant the Packers have been up over these Bears recently. A couple stats that I like to look at that I think will be key to this game. Red zone TD percentage. The Bears are at 71%. The Packers are at 50% on offense. Defensive though, this is where I think it stands out and really could potentially help the Bears. The Packers are allowing 100%. You get in the red zone on that Packers defense, 100% of the time you're scoring a touchdown. That ranks dead last in the NFL. Meanwhile, the Bears are at 27%, and that is first in the NFL. So we've got one team that on the offensive wise from the Bears is really good at punching it into the end zone at 71%. Going up against a defense that'll pretty much allow you to walk it right on in the end zone. And meanwhile, that Bears defense is really good at holding teams out of the red zone. This game could be won and lost with who is more efficient in the red zone yards per play. Packers are better at 6.1. Meanwhile, the Bears are dead last at 4.2 yards per play. And third down conversion in terms of an offensive standpoint, Packers are at 49%, and the Bears are at 31st in the league at 25%. So right there, where I think keys to this game is third down. If the Bears can stay on this field on a higher clip than obviously 25% and what they've been averaging the last 3 games, I think they'll have a good chance to pull off a win here and maybe even cover the spread as well. So stay on the field if you're the Bears and also continue that great red zone, TD percentage, both from an offensive defense standpoint. I think the Bears will be okay. That being said, I do not have the Bears win this game. This Packers offense is, I think, just a little bit more of a high-powered offense, obviously, than this Bears offense. This one will be low scoring, as seems to be the trend played in these Chicago games. But I do see the Bears pulling it out. Give me the Bears, or the Packers pulling it out. The Packers will pull this game out. Bears will cover the spread, though. Give me the Packers winning this game by 3-4. It'll be a nice close game. Packers will win by 3-4. Moving on to the next game, we've got the Rams versus Giants. It does look like Daniel Jones will go ahead and clear the concussion protocol and suit up and play in this game. It doesn't matter to me. I have a hard time finding a way to where the Giants can win this game when looking up the stats. There's some things that they certainly do, just as well as the Rams is. But overall, is anybody really going to take the Giants to beat the Rams? It's not a position I can certainly take. I'll take that Rams defense. I'll take that high-powered Rams offense all day long. I think this one gets in the double-digit victory for the Rams. So go ahead and give me a Rams win by 10 to 14 points. Next one we got here is the Bengals and the Lions. Boy, Lions fans out there. Who's watching this video and is a Lions fan out there? Heartbreak for you guys. Losing 2 games on last-second field goals as time's expired. I feel painful for Lions fans. I don't think it gets much better this week. This is the Bengals team that, they're in close games, obviously themselves, and struggling in the kicking game going up, against the Packers last week. But they're playing really good. They had a good comeback previously on Thursday night up against the Jaguars team that kind of came out lethargic, but turned it up there in the second half and was able to pull away. So Bengals are good, and they've been in those games for the Lions. They've certainly been in their games too, but it's going to start to wear on them having these close losses. You can only compete compete and hang around for so long before it does start to wear on you. And you always know the narrative around Detroit. It's always, you know, they're going to go 0-16, or I guess this season now 0-17. Seems like that talk is always prevalent in the Detroit area. I think they'll get a loss going up against this Bengals team. Bengals team is too tough on defense right now. So go ahead and give me a Bengals win, and I think the Bengals will win this game by 5 to 6 points. The next one we got to try and figure out is Chargers and Ravens. This one, folks, is going to be tough. This one you need to get your popcorn ready, sit down on that couch, and enjoy yourself a nice football game right here. The thing that worries me about this Chargers team is really good pass defense. That doesn't concern me at all. They've been holding opposing quarterbacks up under their passing total on a pretty regular basis. But the concerning part for this Chargers team is they rank dead last in the NFL in yards per carry allowed. They are dead last in the NFL, and that is just trouble. Absolute trouble when the best running team in the league is coming into town, or I guess you're coming to their town. But either way, you know, nobody runs the ball better than the Ravens, obviously led by Lamar Jackson, good running backs that they have right there. It's just a good running scheme that they run. So that'll certainly worry me. Ravens have shown over the last couple of weeks, they've got great fight. I mean, good fight on Monday night coming back against the Colts. Great fight on Sunday night coming back against the Chiefs a couple of weeks. So this team's not going to roll over and die. I know the Chargers certainly have a high-powered offense to match that defense that they also have. You know, Herbert's on another level, throwing touchdowns, racking up the yards. I mean, just racking up the yards. It's just a good offense. I mean, it simply put, it is a good offense. I think, though, that the Ravens, given their running success, will be able to control the clock a little bit. They'll look to really, you know, run the play clock down, I think, most of the time to kind of keep that Chargers offense. Because if it does get into a throwing game, yeah, Lamar is not going to keep up with Herbert. But I don't think they'll get into a situation where they have to ask Lamar to throw it all around and keep up. They can keep pace with running the ball, keeping that Chargers offense on the sidelines, and they're just putting together good long drives on the ground and exposing that Chargers league worst yards per carry allowed team. I think the Ravens can get this one done. It'll be close. I got it Ravens winning this game by 1-2, and you don't want to turn your eyes off from this one. This one has all the making to be a really good, fantastic game. Look forward to watching that one. Next game will be good. Not as sexy, but I do think it'll be good. It's Vikings-Panthers. Panthers are starting to become who we think they are. Talked about it here on one of these episodes here, that the Panthers hadn't played all that much and thought they would struggle against the Cowboys, and they did. And they also struggled against the Eagles and losing that game too. Two NFC East opponents did the Panthers drop in consecutive weeks. So you're starting to see, I think that's going to be who the Panthers are. They'll beat up on the bad teams, compete against, you know, the average teams, but lose to the better teams. I don't know how much better the Eagles are than the Panthers, but I do think the Eagles are better. So not surprising that the Panthers are struggling in those situations. And, you know, still don't have Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it looks like he's not going to be able to play this game. That's obviously a big blow to their offense and what they're trying to do. Meanwhile, the Vikings, they're in every game. I mean, what more could you add? If you're not going to win the game, be in every game. Close against the Bengals, close against the Cardinals, close against the Browns last week. They are in the games. They've got nice wins up against the Seahawks and the Lions. So, yeah, a team that is absolutely competing, going to give you everything you got. We've got two really good defenses going on. Wouldn't expect a whole hell of a lot of points in this one. Maybe the first one to 23 or 24 points probably is enough to go ahead and get you a win right here. I just think the Vikings, though, they have more in their running game. We don't know if Dalvin Cook is going to play. He was limited in practice coming off that ankle injury that, you know, he was inactive last week. But even if he doesn't, you saw what the Vikings were able to still do on the ground up against that Lions team. So, and you add that with their receivers and Jefferson and Thielen. Yeah, I think the Vikings just have more defensively, could be pretty much of a wash here, but the Vikings to me have more on their offense. So I'll go ahead and say the Vikings win this game by 3 to 4 points. Then the last game they give us here is the Seahawks versus the Steelers. Look, this is not a good game for Geno Smith. He wanted to fly under the radar. He doesn't want all this attention on him. And this is Sunday Night Football. This is a bad situation for Geno Smith and trying to just hide and you know, just try and get by while Russell Wilson is down with that injury. So Geno Smith, Ben Roethlisberger, anybody taking Geno Smith? Nah, I sure as hell's not taking Geno Smith. There's a reason, you know, he was sent packing from New York and has gone packing from places. He's just not a good quarterback. Not a good. Just look what he did Monday night. Engineered one good drive, you know, to DJ Metcalf there against the Rams there on Thursday night when you did have to take over Russell Wilson, and then was just it was just terrible. I mean, just absolutely terrible. Reverted back to bad throws, bad decisions, throwing interceptions. That's a Geno Smith, and going up against a good Mike Tomlin coach defense, I expect him to struggle. They're going to scheme some things up and confuse Geno Smith. So, yeah, not a good spot for him. Steelers will win this game. I think they'll win this one relatively easy. Give me a Steelers victory by 7 to 9 points. All right, let's keep moving along. Let's jump over now to the Play Barstools app where we can win $30,000. This is where you got to predict a handful of games against the spread. And then you got to give them a correct score for Monday Night Football. So let's jump into it. First one is Chargers versus Ravens. Give me those Chargers plus 3.5 points in a game in which, I could make a case that both of those teams could win. I'll gladly take the field goal and a half in the Chargers, so I'll do that one right there. Rams, Giants, give me the Rams minus 10.5. I hate laying a big number in the NFL. 10 point, double digits in the NFL. Those are big numbers, but just not a whole lot inspires me much with this Giants team. So I'll go ahead and lay that minus 10.5 on the Rams. Vikings, Packers, I'll take Vikings plus 1.5. If you look at live line at sportsbooks, the Vikings are favored at -2. So to get the Vikings and points, I'll go ahead and do that. I think they're obviously going to win that game too. So Vikings plus 1.5. Packers, Bears, go ahead and give me those Bears plus 4.5 points. Cardinals, Browns, I'll take the Browns at -2.5. I think this is a spot where the Cardinals will actually slip up. They've been obviously off to a phenomenal start, the last undefeated team in the league. But a good Browns team, a good Browns defense, good offense. They can run the ball, control the clock. I like the Browns to pull this one out. So give me those Browns -2.5, and what I think will probably be a contrarian pick. I think most people will still be on the Cardinals at this point, but I'll go ahead and jump on those Browns. Cowboys, Patriots, give me those Cowboys minus 3.5. The offense is just too strong. The Patriots won't be able to keep up from an offensive standpoint, so take those Cowboys minus 3.5. Raiders, Broncos, Broncos minus 3.5. The Raiders situation with their head coach is absolutely a mess right now. And you never know how players are going to play after a situation like that, but I'll go ahead and take the Broncos. I'll take the Broncos minus 3.5 at home. I think they can get it done, get the better defense in this matchup. Seahawks, Steelers, easily will take the Steelers minus 2.5. The live line on that one right now is Steelers minus 5.5. So we're getting an absolute gift having to enter this one at 2.5. So Steelers for me. And then for Monday night, correct score, Titans, Bills. Go figure. The Bills fan is going to take, not only the Bills going to win, he's going to take it at 33-24. 33-24 win for the Bills. All right, let's go ahead and now move it over to the Yahoo Fantasy Slate app where we can win $2,000. And we won this jackpot last Thursday. Let's see if we can't do good again on this Sunday here. We got Chargers, Ravens. I'll go ahead and take the Ravens. Which QB will score more fantasy points? I'll go Herbert on this one. This one's going to be tough right there. Chiefs, Washington. I'll say over 55.5 points. Chiefs will score a lot of points. Their defense right now isn't stopping anybody. Washington has a decent offense, so they'll help get up over that 55.5 points total. Cardinals, Browns. I'll go ahead and take those Browns. Combined rushing yards for Chubb and Hunt, I'll say 159 yards and under. It's just a lot of yards, actually, to get over 160. So I'll go ahead and take the under. Cowboys, Patriots. I'll go ahead and take the Cowboys to win that game up over Bill Belichick's Patriots. Seahawks, Steelers. Steelers easily. Which wide receiver will catch the first touchdown? I'll say Chase Claypool will get the first touchdown. And Titans, Bills. Of course, the Bills fan is going to be a homer and take his Bills. Big surprise right there. All right, guys, that's how we're doing it. NFL Week 6. Lots of money can be had on the 3 different apps. We love the NFL and love these games and love playing them with you each and every single week. So go ahead and hit that like button. Good luck on your picks. And come on back here for NFL Week 7 where we'll do it again. That was a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and good luck with your picks. If interested in placing real sports bets, then check out my latest daily free sports betting video in the bottom right corner. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next contest.